Welcome everyone, John here. We're going to do a little wrap on this cat's eye. Alright. I'm going to take it out and polish it a little more before I encase it. But we can get things put together and get started before I take it out. I'm going to do some other filming when I do that. The stone is going to sit like this. Just like that. Yeah, we want that lighter side out. That looks really good. It's going to look good when I'm done. Now, I'm going to back this up a little bit and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Alright, I got my Dremel out. This little piece I just found, I'm making beads for a pin that I wrapped. And I'll show you that real quick. So, this right here is just a piece of that rock down further. Something like that. It was a long rock. And yes, let me show you this. I just wrapped this not too long ago. That's actually the back side. Look at that. It's bad. And then I'm gonna make beads with this one. Yeah, and then probably do something. I look at it now and go, oh wow, I could do a real nice piece of something or another without making beads, but I need the beads made out of the same material, so I'm just gonna have to break down and cut into it. I think I got more pieces of this anyway. Let's set this aside. And what I'm gonna do is show you the drawing I've done. Instead of making a drawing on my mat here, I'm just putting it on paper, right? And I laid it up, something like that. Yeah, that's right. See, right now, while I'm filming, it's out in front of me about a foot, just so you guys can see it, right? I could go straight down on this. Hold on. Got to move my Dremel out of the way a little bit. Give you a little better view. Still doesn't really give you that good. Look at that golden color. All right, wait till you see what I'm going to wrap it with. I'm going to bring back the, what is that? The antique brass. I don't know why I always forget that. And as you can see, I'll pull that up, right? But we're gonna stick this little cat's eye right in the center of that little bead. It's gonna be wrapped into the enclosure. Okay, and I'll show you. I'll pull this up and show you. But yeah, kind of drew it out. Actually, I drew out a couple things, and that turned out to be the best. Oh, sorry about that. You saw my setup. You know what's going on. I got a Dremel hooked up right above this. That way I can drop it right down. But it'd be in the way if I tried to show you this. But that's what I'm going to do. Right? And I'm going to incorporate this type of weave. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run that wire right through the bead. And then continue on the other side. Bring it around. We'll attach it to the main cage, which is, let me get my dart out. This would be your main cage right here. And that's going to be on the back side. Getting ready to find out if we got enough antique brass here to do this. I'm hoping we do. I'm an amateur. This is amateur hour again. Then I'm going to do the same thing down here. And we're going to bring this around and it'll connect to the cage on the backside. So let's get started. All right. I'll just set that off the side for a minute. Now, I want to show you this because we're getting down. We got to go get some more. But we're going to use 18 and 24 gauge antique brass. All right. Ooh, sorry about that. All right. And you can see I don't have very much. I don't even know how to gauge. I'm thinking that's probably a 3-inch, 2-inch hole there. 2-inch. It's not a 3-inch. That's probably a 3-inch. 2.5-inch. But I think I do. We'll see. Yeah, we got it. And I'm just stretching it out here. Wait till you see the next video I do. All right, I'm getting ready to cut this stone right here into slabs. Just like these other pieces that I got going on. Now, let's see here. Well, that one, these two are the slabs that I did. There's some slabs from the same piece. There's two from the same piece. Rough cut. There's these two have been ran through the polishing system. Or 3. But yeah, I'm getting ready to fix a few things. And show you how I do that. And then I'm going to get start to finish cutting a piece off this and bringing it to polish. And then wrapping it and putting it on a necklace. I'll show you. But what we're going to do here, as I'm just trying to straighten it out. I know the wife had her pliers over here. I have the old plier system, and really I bought them 30 years ago and didn't plan on doing this, I'm not even sure this is how this goes on here. Yeah, that's how it goes. I think. Yikes, is that right? All right, and I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit. This wire here. Get it back over here. Yeah, I'm going to bend it all up anyway. I'm thinking I want about 3 inches out there, right? I'm just going to put a bend on that. And I'll make the break a little harder with the pliers. I'm grabbing mine. All right. All right. I'm going to hold that. All right. That's about what I want. I'm just going to follow it around. I'm going to try to get it close. Like I said, this is amateur hour, so bear with me. I'll try to do as much straightening as I can. I think I'm going to wrap this all the way around. I have plenty of brass 24. Alright, so if I want to put a bend right there, we're going to grab it right here, if I can. Yeah. Bring it on down, right? Something like that. That doesn't have to be perfect, as long as that's on the inside. Good 3/16 of an inch or so. And then we're going to come down here, and I'm just going to pinch it. I guess I can do that with this, right? I'm just going to bend it all the way up. Now I can bring my whole spool up here because it's just dangling. And I didn't pre-cut a piece. I just left it on there. So I'm going to, at the end of the spool, I'm just going to be, so yeah. Let's straighten this up a little bit. Yeah. Just going to bend down a little. It's pretty close. We're going to put a bend in it right here, right? We'll just go ahead and grab it with these. Boom. Put that bend in it. Well, I wish I could listen to some music right now with you guys. Wonder if I could be singing right now. Alright. That's about it. Bring this over a little bend. Right? Bring it up here, and we're going to grab it. I'm just moving my fingers around, trying to get it about perfect in place. And it's right there. I'm going to put that bend in it. Move them out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and cut this off, because that's about what I need. We'll straighten it up. Where's my catas? Okay. All right. I think it's about time to do that painting. I feel safe taking it outside. It's nice. It's been getting up into the 40s and 50s. It's not that nice, but you know what I'm saying. Good enough to do some oil painting outside. Okay. All right. Had it laid there wrong. All right. Boom. Something like that. There we go. Now let's lay that over the top there. Boom. There you go. Just like that. Now, what I need to do is start doing the wrap, which means I'm going to set everything off the side, and I will be back with my setup. I almost forgot. I need to put a little dimple in this thing right here. And that's why I have the Dremel out. Let me get set up for that, and I'll show you what I'm doing. All right. We are going to make a little dimple in this. I got these right here. We're just using this one out of it. I'm going to put a dimple right there. So let's get this turned on here. And it's just a slight dimple. Oh. Gotta turn it on. Good job. Plug it in. Alright, we're ready. So that's my setup. I actually have a alright. I'm gonna put my mask on. Alright. This ain't gonna take long. So I got my mask on. I'm gonna push this down. And you can see already got a little dimple in there going. We're gonna keep it below the water so we don't have that, but there you go. That's pretty much it. That's really all I need. And I'll ream it out a little bit. Around the edge. Go ahead and turn this off. And just set that in there and see how it looks. Alright, so we have the holes right there. It's going to sit in there something like that. Something like that. So let's move this stuff out of the way and get started with some wrapping. All right, I got me an extra piece of, do you believe this is 18 gauge? I don't see it now. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's 18. Be sure. Yeah, it's 18. But yeah, we're just going to stick it in here. Put it in the vise. And I'm going to bring this, I got it extended out the bottom so I can do something with it when I'm done. We're going to stick it in the vise. Now I'm going to bring it, let's see if you can see this here. Bring the light in. All right, so I've got it extended out the bottom. And I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to drop it down a little ways. I can always straighten it back out and bring my weave down. Let me get this in here a little closer here. Go ahead and get a zoom. All right. So I'm trying to just straighten them up a little bit. And I use a little technique by putting them all together and just giving them a wiggle. I don't know, a lot of times they come together. So what we're going to do is we're going to start weaving it. I'm going to go ahead and give myself some extra here. We're going to take off about a 2-foot piece, maybe 30 inches. And hopefully I don't bump this. Get my Dremel out of the way here. wants to fall. All right. So, I think I bumped it. Did I bump it? I must have bumped it. All right. This is going to be a simple weave. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down here, give myself about an inch, bring it around. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I use a dart. All right, now we're going to try to hold these together. This is going to want to slip through here. I'm going to bring it over the top, bring it down this one right here, bring it around. All right, I'm going to go all the way around this. Bring it down, and we'll mess with this here in a minute. We'll have to straighten it out a little bit. I'm having a hard time seeing what wire is what. So I'm going to bring this one out a little bit so I can see what's going on. It's wanting to slide out on me. You see that? So we're going to grab my dart tip. We're going to start pushing it into place and holding it there. Oh, kitty wants in. Hold on. I got to let a kitty in. Well, come on. My little fuzzy buddy. He's so cute. He's got real long gray hair. Showed up at the back door. Okay, so we're going to bring it around, hold it in place, over the top, bring it down, bring it around. I'm going to pull it tight, right? You see that? I'm just going to hold it in place with my finger, bring it over the top, and around. Over the top, straight down. Now I'm going to push this into place and bring it around. Now we're gonna, what, buddy? Huh? You hear this guy over here? He must want to go outside or something. So I'm really just working this now. Working it all the way up. Once I get up to a point where these wires want to move around on me, then we'll slide it down, readjust it. See, I'm holding that down so I can actually bring this over the top and bring it around. You know, I'm going to have my wife film these other hands moving around here, because you're really only getting a little glimpse of what I'm doing. You don't see my other hands totally moving around this whole project. But as you can see, you just keep working it up. Yeah, we're going to change to that other pattern to go across and do the bottom piece that holds it in place. Now I'm trying to keep these about the same distance all the way up, just giving it enough room for the wire. Pay attention to where my hands hold this stuff. Hold it in place. I will straighten this up a little bit. Oop. Yeah. Let me get my dart tip back in my fingers. So yeah, I really got to jump on these paintings. I got to get outside and do them. I've had that trampoline one prepped since last fall. You know, it's kind of hard to do anything when it's too cold outside, and I can't really do it down here in my basement. At least not a whole lot of oil painting because I don't have the adequate filtration here. I mean, I could wear a mask, but you still have the lingering odor. And I do have a filtration system, but I don't think it's good enough. So at some point in time, I'll have to get me a better one. And we're just going to work our way up. See how it's starting to wiggle around? I'm going to have to bring them back down. Or push them back down. You'll see. Because once you bring it up so high, these wires just want to wiggle, move around. I guess if some of you guys have already done this, you already know. But check out how I got this on this board. It's just a small vise. Excuse me. All right, let's back it up. And I am going to... What happened to the other side of that? All right. So you can see it's up, but we're just going to slide it down here into place. Just like so, right? And then I'll finish this off later along with that piece. So let's slide it back down into there. I straighten it out a little bit here. And we're going to push it all the way down. To right about there. I'll just hold the wire above here like this. Keep it in place. Oh, cramp in the finger. Gosh. Oh. Sorry, guys. All right, back to it. Bring it around. All right. I was going to say somebody stole my dart. It rolled away from me. All right. Hold it in place. Let me go ahead and straighten this up a little bit here, maybe. Got to make it easier for me to see them. Got to get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and zoom back in. All right. Hold it in place over the top. Hold it in place. You're always wanting to hold it in place. Or at least try. I'm not going to lie. I get ahead of myself and start just rolling. Next thing you know, I'm not paying attention to a few things that I really need to be paying attention to. And notice I got something wrapped over something that shouldn't be, and have to go back. So yeah, I found me another stone. I had to go out to the garage, and we have just rock all over the place. And I have some ones that I wanted to cut just laying in my gravel bed. And I found one of the ones, and I'll be darned if I didn't leave it upstairs. It's a little bit bigger than this one right here. But yeah. Again, I'm still wearing this one. Take this off here. Can't really see it. Oh, this probably needs a polishing. That's what I wear. Yeah, it needs a polish, don't it? That's what I wear. And I've showed it in my other videos. I got a couple other ones that I like to wear. Yeah, where was I at here? Here we go. Yeah, so really this is the only pattern I think of weaving that I've done. I did do a French braid. I didn't film it. And I wrapped it around this cylinder type stone. I think I've showed it in the other videos, but just briefly. It's on a necklace now. And I'll tell you what, the way I got it wrapped on there, it's really on there good. I don't necessarily like the clasp on it, or the veil, I should say. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ooh, sorry about that. The big bounce. I'm actually holding back. You know, you just got to work with it. If you haven't done it before, if you got a pair of vice grips, you can do the same thing with a pair of vice grips with this. Exactly. And just lay it on its side. If you don't want it to move around, then put another clamp on it. Now, I actually drew up plans for a steel plate type of gadget that would let you do several different lapidary things with it. It's in one of these books around here somewhere. My invention books. All right, let's drop it down a little more. And you can see the progress. Whoop. Yeah, let's keep on moving up. Now you guys can skip forward if you want. All right, let's get back at it. Ooh, I keep missing it. All right, come on now. What? You hear him over here? Gosh. He must want some because he sounds like a cat now. Normally he sounds like a pigeon. Yeah, this kitten, well, he's a year old. A little over a year old. He showed up at the back door screaming, bloody murder. We already have, I think we had 4 cats at the time, but we did have 8 all at once. And that was including 5 kittens. So we'd already gotten rid of several of the kittens, and I'm downstairs working in my office here, and I could hear something upstairs. Now, I couldn't tell if it was my cats, if it was even cats. I just heard something. So I went upstairs. The girls were actually at the grocery store. So there wasn't nobody in the house but me and the cats. Whatever ghosts settle in this place. And I could hear a cat meowing really freaking loud. And I could tell it was probably outside. I looked around and seen all of our cats in the house. I opened up the back door. I could hear this cat. I mean, it was squealing. Just... I think I got a short video of it. Because I couldn't believe it. It was just like, where'd this thing come from? And I think it's a special cat. It's called a Nebelung or something. Nebelung? It's a long-haired gray cat with like silver on it. I'll show you him. But yeah. I called up the wife. They're still at the store. And I'm like, you're not going to believe this, but we have another stray at the back door. Well, that's how we ended up with the 5 kittens. Because Mama Cat showed up at the back door. She wasn't a year old and was already fat and ready to have kittens. And this was winter time. So, needless to say, I told the girls to bring her inside. She could have them here, but they had to promise to find homes for them. We actually found homes for all of them but one. His name's Houdini, and he's the biggest one of the bunch. Biddy, the mother, that's her name, Biddy. Like Biddy Kitty. Gosh. I mean, she was barely big enough to fit your 2 hands. And I think if it wasn't wintertime, she'd still be down. She's a little overweight right now. Or is that fur? I don't know. I'll have to show you some video of all the cats because they're cute. I just redid their cat tree, added a bunch onto it. Yeah, we're going to need to drop it back down some. Oh, my shoulder. I'll drop this sucker back down. We got some more to go. We're going to have a big bale on this. Yeah, it's not perfect, guys. Like I said, this is amateur hour. I haven't done I've probably done a dozen by now. And you can see I got to drop down into there just to the top. We don't have much farther to be at the top of these. Main lines here. Main wires. What's up, buddy? Huh? Oh, he's such a good boy. He's just laying right over here off the side. He wants something. Petted. Food, something, I don't know. I'll tell you what, he came in here and dominated all these cats as a little bitty thing. He was loving, just the cutest little thing, but he chased these other cats around like You wouldn't believe. It was funny. Even our dominant male, he's a tuxedo cat, I guess you want to call him. Even he was running away from this guy. Yeah, this, I tend to sometimes use my fingers, but it's really good to be using your dart or something to push this stuff down in here. I need to sharpen it up a little bit. Just an old dart. It's wanting to come loose. Yeah, this is something I learned off YouTube. That's how I learned most of my arts and crafts. I started off basically working with like a Christmas gift that I had bought my kids to include little kids' watercolors. The $1 stuff that you get. And just started doing things, drawing. Next thing you know, I'm making copper flowers and painting Bob Ross paintings and a lot more than that. I got so many paintings now, it's unreal. I got some cool stuff. Hardly anybody's really seen. I did have some stuff posted on here, but it's all deactivated. Doesn't really seem like anybody cared about oil painting or interested in doing something that didn't take more than, a few hours. Those oil paintings are days on paintings. If not years on. You could be working on something for a long time. All right. Oh, I'll bring it over one more time. And then at this point, I am going to dead end it. We'll make the bail. Give me a second. All right, you guys. It's down here at the bottom, and I'm going to finish this off right here. What I'm going to do is grab this. We're going to pull it up into there real tight for that last one. I'm going to go around this nub down here, pulling this into place if I can. Yeah. Right there. And I'm going to clip it off. Ah. All right. Who's got the clown music going? All right. We're going to bend that over. Yeah, you guys got a better view than I do. Oh my gosh. All right. So with that, that's going to be inside the bail. Right? I got to dead end this one too. So I don't know what happened to the other side of this, but I'm going to do a little straighten a little bit here. It's not working for me. I need that other piece. Oh, there it is. We'll see what happens here. All right. Now what I'm going to try to do is put a little knot on it by taking it over the top. Let me bend this out a little bit. Taking that over the top, and I'm going to bring it down inside that loop right there, but around the wire. Let's see if I can do this and get it on film at the same time. All right. All right, so I got to go through that wire. Right? And under that one. Just like so. Just like that. You see that? That should lock it in place pretty good. Okay. I'm going to smash that down. In place. We're going to compress these all back up. Right. Now I'm going to turn this one over. All I'm going to do is snip it off. About right there. Right. I'm going to take that nub there. Bend it over. Push it in place. Yeah. See, I should be using the vinyl pliers all the time. All right. We're going to go ahead and bend this over here. Push that underneath right there, right? Right there. We're going to take this one over the edge. Turn it. Right? You see that, right? We're just turning it. I'm going to cut it on this back side here so it's hidden. And push it down into place here. Okay, then I'm actually going to take this middle one. We're going to make a little curly Q out of it. This is like a little design right there at the back. We're going to take this one, this left side here, and turn it over one more time. And dead end it on this back side here. Let's go ahead and snip that off right there. Push it in place. And, I'm going to straighten up this just a little bit. We got an odd shaped rock here. See if I can do this while you guys can watch at the same time. It's pretty close. Now, Let me see the stone here. That is it. Oop. Maybe I got this all wrong here. Okay. Yeah. What do you guys think? Now I gotta make the piece that comes across there, and then the one at the bottom, and then probably one up here at the top. So let's do this. I can make them separate. As you can see, that contours the back. I'm going to do a little adjusting here. I don't want to do too much. Yeah, that's about it. So I want it to hang cattywampus like that. And then I'll put a little curly cue back there. Right here. I don't need that much. Probably about that much. You guys can do whatever you want, right? Just like a little hook. Why would I do that? Put a little hook right there. Oh, I need to clamp that one down, don't I? It's getting out of hand there. All right. Like that. Boom. All right. Let me get set back up. I'll be back. All right. For that centerpiece there, I got my cat's eye. I got 2 pieces of 18 gauge. Okay. And then I got about 3 foot of this 36 inch. Now, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is cut another 4-inch piece and triple braid that into place. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to find the center of this, just like you would with your shoestring or something like that. Just going to find the center and drop this bead all the way down to the center of it. Okay, I'm sorry you're not going to see this, but it's really self-explanatory. Drop that into there. And what we're going to do is line it up in the vise. Now, this is something that I've never done before, so we'll just see what happens. We're just going to play this one by ear. And I do believe I got center here. All right. Do believe I got it on center. Now what I'm gonna do is I gotta set this ball up. So I'm gonna bend that so it doesn't move, right? We're gonna drop this down into here. See if I can do this right, because I want it right on the ball, right on that bend right there, right there. Now wait a minute, I got to think about this. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, this one isn't going to be as easy as I'd like it to be, simply because I'm trying to use 3 pieces of wire. Wonder if I could use a rubber band or something, because I got to put these 2 down here, but I need to mark it. How can I mark it? Need to mark it at approximately halfway. A couple little tiny marks, and hopefully I'm going to try to keep these on the inside. You can see a little mark I made there. We're going to be dropping that down in there. Gee, how am I going to do it? I need to put a bend on it, don't I? Wrap it around there a little bit. That's the center, right? I need a bulge right there. Right? So put a bend on it right about there. And then back. Right? Something like that. Something like that. We have to shake that out a little bit here. See how that works. Yeah, look at that. It's a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Although I gotta straighten it out a little bit. More like that. Let me do it to the other side. I'll be back. All right, so I got my wires bent. And I got my extra piece cut. Now, if I can get these set in here just right, I got to get my extra piece in there without poking it through my finger. That's about right there. Let's close up shop. And like I said, I can always... I'm going to get this close and then I'll push it in place with my dart. Oh, my fingers want to cramp. You know what? I'm going to give it that right there. Can you see that? Clamp it down. Right. Now I'm going to start off at the halfway point here. And then I'll just weave this. I'll bring my cat's eye down through the center of it. But we'll just start off with the halfway point right there. And I'm going to do something a little different here by doing a double wrap, right, on this first one, keeping it in place. right? Double wrap it. And I'm going to come over here to the far one. And I'm going to push it all the way down. And I'm going to do a double wrap on it. Okay. There's one. I think that's two. Or is it three? I don't know. All right, so from here, I'm just going to go all the way over here, cross over to the middle. I'm going to go around it twice. There's once. There's twice, right? Then I'm going to go over here to this one, this side, okay? Wrap it twice. I'm trying not to push it down. I want to keep it in that even state. And then from here, all the way back across. Going over here, back across to this one, right? Now I'm going to hold this in place so it doesn't move around, or at least try to keep it from moving around. Yeah, that's what I want. One, two, and then back over here to the second one. One, two, one, two. Bring it over here. I'm going to look at it with my... No, I need to go around that one more time. Okay, then back around to the outside one here, right? We're going to wrap it twice. There's one. Sorry about that. There's two. Pull them into place. Come all the way over to the other side. Wrap it twice. One. Two. Let's tighten these wires up. All right, now if you see some of them that they look like they're spreading apart, mine are coming together pretty good. But you can always take your pliers and tighten them up. I just made my bead roll across the tabletop. I don't want to lose it. All right, let's set that off the side here. So it's looking pretty good coming up there. I don't know what this weave is. Where was I? There's one. Two. No, we're going to go around it one more time. It just doesn't seem right. Go around this thing too. twice. 1, 2, and all the way across. Cross. I'm just pronouncing words and stuff. Boy. One, 2, cross to the second wire, the middle wire. Missed it. 1. We're just going to go around that an extra one in the middle there. Woo! Pulled it out of whack. Straighten up time. Oh. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, I should be dropping it down. 1, 2, across to the other side. 1, 2, back to the middle. I think I give this like 3 turns. There's 1. If I can get it to the wires right, that's 1. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. It's good enough. It's an extra one in the middle. There's 1. There's 2. All the way over. Yeah, that was my shoulder, if you could have heard that. All right, let's wrap this. There's 1. It's actually 3. There's 2. Let's see what that's for. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's come around to this one. There's 1. There's 2. All the way over to the other side. There's 1. There's 2. Into the middle. 1, 2. The ladies are back from the store. There's 3. My arm's falling off. All right. Bring this around. One. There's two. All the way over to the other side. There's one. There's two. Into the middle. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty darn good. It's gonna look cool with the cat's eye in it. I think. Got a little ways to go. Did I get that on there right? No, I didn't. Where's it at? Okay. All right. I know what happened. Sorry. There's one. There's two. One around to the other side. There's one. There's two. And then what I'm going to do is dead end it on that. We're going to wrap this around there to the 3 times. And then I'm going to turn it under so you can't see it. All right. And I'm going to put a double twist on this thing. Kind of like what I did on the other side up there. Bring it over the top. Pull it into place. It just makes a little knot back there, and we can... Well, let me get this out of the way here, and I'll show you what I do. But I'm halfway done. Go ahead and pull this out of here. All right. Ooh. Got a little off on my bend. We'll fix it. All right. Back this up. All right, so let's go ahead and dead end this. I'm going to pinch this over just by grabbing the tip of it. All right. I'm going to bend it over all the way as far as you can. Push it into place. Okay. You straighten this out a little bit. And that's the first time I've done that weave. Let me know how you think I did. Could have been tighter in a few places. Sorry about that. I gotta straighten up this. This is gonna probably be the most difficult part of it. I see I ran into an issue here because I just lined it up. And it don't really, it's too long. I made too much of a weave, and it goes all the way around. It goes all the way around the backside. I probably only needed that much, an inch. So I'm kind of thinking about doing something else like this. And then have this attach up alongside the bail, next to the bail, right? After I straighten them up. But I only need to about right there. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and clip this off, bend it back, get set up, and I'll be back to weave this in. Guys, this is what I got going on. Looks pretty good, although I want to wrap these right here, the top and the bottom. So I'm going to take this bead back off. Just got to spread it open a little bit, pull it out, comes right off. And this is my centerpiece that I'm going to braid this in. There's the extra piece that I have for that. We're going to set that out the side, and I'm going to cut myself I don't know, about 1 foot a piece for each one of these. All right. I also have to mention that I went too far on this. I have to pull some of it off. I hate to do it, but it's got to come back to about right here. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm just going to open this up a little bit, get it out of the way. Get this in there. All right. I'm going to set it up in here. Something like that. You don't have to squeeze it tight. You just, with that duct tape on there, straighten up that wire a little bit. All right, so this is we're going to work on this side first. Right. So I'm just going to clean me a little piece of wire here. And I think I got enough right here to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a little knot on that end there so I can lock it into place. Wrap that around there just like that. Well, I wish I could see it a little better. Yikes. Am I grabbing the whole thing? I can't tell. Yeah, I'll open it up a little further. Yeah, I want to put a little knot in here. You know what? I'm just going to do it with my fingers. Right? Now I'm going to slide that down on there. without hooking this other wire. Is that on there? Wish I could see a little better here. All right. I think that's it. Okay, you seen how I tied that? All right. And I'll clip it off the backside when I'm ready. But I'm going to hold that in place. Move my other wire back out of the way. Okay. I'm going to grab it from the other side. That way I can twist this wire right into place. Okay. Now I'm actually going to squeeze them here. Compress it a little. Slide it up into there as far as I can. And continue wrapping. Until I get all the way around. And that's good right there, right? Now I'm going to tie another little knot in here. Pull that down tight. Gotta hold this other side though, so and straighten my stuff back out. And I think that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and snip them off on the back side here. Right. Oh, we need some more light. What was I thinking? Had that light way over there. All right, so lock this in place. How's that going? Right like that. My hand doesn't want to work. All right. So when we close this back up here, put that bead in there, it'll start wrapping right around there. I want that further around here. There we go, something like that. Got some straightening up to do here. Oh, it seems like they came off there. Oh, what's going on? can't get my hand in there right. Okay, I'm not doing this any good. What I'm doing here, oh, well, that solved my problem. All right, you guys. You see what I got? Now, there's about 10 of them on there. This will be on the back side. Locked in place. God, that took forever. I'm not editing that out either. Oh my gosh. So yeah, all right, so I'm going to tie another knot into the next one here. Slide it down. Pull it into place. All right. All right. Now I'm just trying to keep this wound as tight as I can. Not using a dart or anything. All right. All right, now let's see if we can't do this. I'm going to push it down into place. I'm going to tie a little back on itself. I don't even know what you want to call that. All right. Got some straightening up to do here. But yeah. Let's go ahead and clip them off. take a little more than that out there. Need to sharpen those babies. All right. Let's bury it. All right. Let's straighten these back up. All right. Let's put the eyeball back in there and see what it looks like. Gonna probably have to do some work back to it, but it is what it is. All right, let's straighten it up a little bit here. Got it kind of cockeyed there. Oh, hand cramp. Yeah, that is kind of what I was looking for there. Now, what I do want to do is yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Ooh. All right, let's start weaving in this top piece now. We're ready to do this. So I'm going to hold this at the top right here, and you can see that it extends out the bottom some. Right? We're going to go ahead and wrap this. I'm going to come over here. How should I do that? Let's see if I can't force that down into there, tighten it up. Yeah, that'll work. Can you guys see that pretty good? Let me try that. All right. Yeah, I'll be able to turn that around a little bit. All right. I gotta take a look at my weave again and see which way okay, so I went around the back side. Okay, I see how I gotta do it, because I've never done this before. So I'm just kind of winging it here. Where's my piece? Here it is. It fell right here. All right. Now the thing is, I'm going to put a hook on this. Just dropped it on the ground. hopefully I can keep this from moving around. Okay. This is not going to be easy. Okay, so let me step it up one, go around it 3 times. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. I might have to use a longer piece, which I'll just go ahead and do. I'll tell you what, it's getting close. Probably want an extra inch just so I can, you know what? I know how to keep this from moving. I'm going to stick the end of this in the clamp with this other piece. Watch this. I'm going to slide this down in here, right? If I can get it right there in the center, or at least close to the center. You know what? That'll work. All right, so we got to go around this. Just one of those pieces where I got to sacrifice a couple things. Whoop. Remember, we're going to do this. All right, so I'm still going to try to pull these together tightly. All right, I want 3. Is that right? 3 wraps around this. Something like that. I'm going to bend this, cut that off, and bend it over, exposing the wrap and the bead. Okay, so that's 3, right? Then we're going to move over here and wrap this 3 times. Actually, that was supposed to be 4. The center was supposed to be 4. One, 2, 3. And then we're going to go all the way across on the back side. Now pull this stuff into place. Push that back up some. Squeeze them together. Try to bring this all together. Coming back across here. All the way around the back side. 1. It's 2. 3. Onto the center. 1. Time to break out the dart. And it should be just sitting right here. Here it is. Just rolled off the side a little bit here. Okay. It's pretty well pulled tight. So yeah, this is going to end up being cut off and bent up to hold all this in place here. Okay, we're doing good. Onto this outside one here. 1, 2, 3, all the way across. There's 1, 2, 3. To the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just keep on moving on. 1. Let's straighten them back up again. I bent that out of whack a little bit. I need to bend that on the back side because this is the side that I want showing. I just thought about that. Amateur hour, guys. It's going to turn out good, though. I'm not consistent on this, I don't think. Woo. Now I should drop this down into there further, but you know what? It's not going to work really good with that eye there. I'll just keep working this up. I only need about 1 inch. Like I said, I actually have to take some off that other side. And you're just working that wire around the thing there. Just move along. Yikes. Oh, I need one more there. I like to sweep. I'll have to get used to the turns on it though. I don't think I'm consistent on the amount of turns you're supposed to be doing on these sides here. Looks consistent. And you can see I'm just using my fingernail to pull it in place. And we're going to be pretty close after this row right here. So I'll take it off there and we'll check it out. I still have to take the stone back out and polish it again. I have some new polish to check out. So I'm going to do that. To include, I got another method that I got from Currently Rock Hounding. Being a flooring contractor, I got all kinds of carpet samples. And he uses a wheel with carpet on it. And then he uses a polish with that. So I'm going to try that method. And I think I'm pretty good with this right here. I'll just even this out here. Right? Okay, let's back it up. Let's see what we got. I'm pretty good with that right there. I don't want that right there. Let's see if we can't hide that, but might have to do some tucking. But I don't want that on the, I don't want to see that. Oh, I did it backwards. Oh no. I guess it don't matter. It's all right. We'll see what happens. It looks good either way. But the crossover was, I was looking at it wrong. You see where I messed up, right? I am not going to tear it apart. And we'll go ahead and snip this and bend it up. Lock it into place. Right? And that will be on the back side. All right. Like I said, I'm going to have to back some of this up. So let's get this out of the way. Check out the stone. We still have to make the upper and the lower pieces to hold this in place. All right. Now I'm going to bend this. Okay. I know oh, hand cramp. That's right there. I'm actually holding that in that divot right there. I went too far with that one too. That's all right. I'll back it up. That's it. Hold that thing in place and press it over the edge. All right. To where it looks like a ring around there. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to have to back some of this stuff up. So give me a few minutes. I'll be back. All right. Pretty good where I'm at right here. So I backed it up to where I needed to be on these corners right here. Right, so when I put my, I think this is the way it goes. Yeah, this is at the top. I put this over here. I'll be able to lock those into place, and you'll see. But I have to make one for the top and one for the bottom to lock it in place on these corners. So you'll see. Let me get set back up and we'll do it. All right, so I need a piece to come across here, right? Come across here. And tie in to the back side. So I need a piece. Oh, hand cramp. I give myself a little extra. So we're going to do 4 pieces about that size because I need one at the top and the bottom. And they're about the same. So let's go ahead and cut 4 pieces about this size right here and get started. Yeah, I forgot I need 3 pieces to do these. So I'll cut a couple more. But I'm going to go ahead and set these down in there about that far. Right? Just to the bottom where my finger is. It's about 3/4 of an inch down inside there. And that's what I need to wrap around the main core. Now I need, I don't think I need 2 foot, but I'm gonna grab probably about 20 inches of this 24 inch or 24 gauge. We're gonna start off by inserting it into the middle right there, that first one. And we're gonna just wrap, let's see. Yeah, I can do it that way. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, it helps to be able to use both hands. Being ambidextrous, I guess. Because when one hand isn't working, the other can. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Trying to find my dart. Handy dandy. Right. Now from here, we're just going to go over to the second one here. I guess the object of this particular weave, I wish I could see these lines better. All right. Let me go ahead and shove this down inside there. Dun, dun, dun. Gosh. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and lock that first one into place. So it isn't coming up and down, up and down. Okay. Let's see, it got away from me. I don't need that much. Let's see where I got it set. That's just under an inch. Now I'm going to lock it in right on that first setup without moving them. Right there. I still need one more turn around this first, or that middle one there. And I can come over. I don't know, you guys can't really see it, but I'm swinging this line all the way around. I'm really working it. As you can see by the amount of times I hit this phone here, which I'm recording on. I'm not using a camera. Professional. Now I'm working these lines and I'm still holding these main ones, keeping some kind of pressure on them somehow so they're not bending all over the place. Although I end up doing it myself, huh? A lot of times they'll just lay right into place, and then you'll have some that kind of want to look funny and you can't do nothing about it. And sometimes you just got to live with it, I guess. That or tear it all apart. That's looking pretty good, though. Well, that's going to go all the way across. Oh. Yeah, like the way that happened. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't hardly see these wires from a foot away. Oh, I want to. Did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. All right. I'm back. You see how I'm pushing up against it with my finger? That'll keep it in place. Oh my gosh. One more. Ow. I'll tell you what, my hand's cramping up big time today. Yeah, that's working pretty good. Now when I pull it down in the center, I'm pulling it down till it's level, to where it looks level, and then I'm just bringing it around. And I'm going to probably have to lower that down into there to keep it from moving around so much. You see how I'm pulling it straight across? Just like so. All right, let's drop it down in there so it doesn't wiggle all over. Yeah, if you don't hold it with your finger, it's going to want to pull up. And if you can't get it to level out, use that dart. Wife uses a guitar pick. Maybe one day I'll play the Star Spangled Banner for you guys. Something I learned out of the Roy Clark song book. Ooh. Yeah, once you guys do it a few times, you'll get into a rhythm. This is going to be a long video. Wow. You know what? I'm not going to make you watch me do this second one. I'm just going to do it, and I'll meet back up with you when I'm ready to assemble everything, because I still got to polish it, which is going to take me a little bit of time. I still got a few minutes of this. Dun, dun, dun. And maybe you have a better technique than I do. Let me know. Listen, I got to drop this back down in there. I don't have much wire left. Okay. I'm going to show you what I got. I got that right there. That looks pretty cool. I'll have to straighten it out, but that's going to go around right there. I'm almost close to what I need. I am. That's probably all I need right there. I'll check it out. So yeah, I'll be back when I got the other one made and I'm ready to set it all up. All right. All right. I'm ready to go. I got my pieces made. Oop. It's over here. Actually got a bend on this one going already. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. No. Yeah, you can see it from here. Looks good. I like it. All right, so these are going to go across like that. This is going to go, this is going across like this. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. All right, so we got stone here. This is going to be the back, the cage, and it goes just like that. So we're going to take this over that, and I'm going to form this to the walls are on this, which I've already started doing. See that? I'll have to use probably my easy hammer to tap that into place a little bit and close that up. To include when I start twisting these wires, it's gonna suck it up. So I got that little dimple in there, right? That's holding it in place. That gives me the benefit of not having it move around all over the place. So let's go ahead and stick this into place. Right? Put this into place. Okay, so I know that setting in there. Oop, came out. And this needs to sit about right there. Now I'm holding down on it pretty hard. Okay, so what I want to do is bend. I'm going to bend this side over, right? I'm going to bend this one over. Okay. Come over here. I'm going to hold that out just a hair. Bend this over. And bend this over. Right? Now I'm just going to pull this out. Okay, from that point, we're just going to turn them. Turn them around. Let me shine this light down in here a little better here. Yeah, we are getting ready to go get in the creek. See if we can't find some fossils or Indian artifacts or whatever. Rocks to work with. Okay, you see how I turn that? Okay, we're going to do that to the other side. I'm just going to keep turning it. My hands are a little shaky. Just keep forcing it in, forcing it around. These are fortunate to be on the back side or hidden. Okay, you see that? Let's put it back up in there just to see what it looks like. Oops, sorry. You put that back up in there because this has to come down. To right there. I'll bring this down just a hair. It's going to have to come down some more. I forgot I got to get this other piece. Now I'm just using my fingernails. Oh, too far to move it. So I want it to be about right there. So let's bring this up just a hair. There we go. And I do believe that's going to be it. Right there. Maybe down just a hair. Okay. Check it one more time. It has to sit in there just right. And have that band go across right here. Let me show you. The band's going to go across right there. So, maybe it does need to go up a little bit, but I think that'll be good right there. Let's move this out of the way. Go ahead and turn these into place. I'm just going to grab this one. Nah, I don't need that much on this. I'm going to go ahead and clip this off. Yeah, it's getting ready to get real cold out. And it's nice enough to be out there in shorts if you're a trooper. I hate wearing pants. All right, we're going to clip just a little bit of that up, but all out of whack, huh? But it's going into place. So let's clip this off to a point where it's going to die on the backside. I'm just pulling that together. I'm going to do that on the other side here. And then I'm going to straighten that back out. Look at that. It's all over the place. My hands are real shaky. Oh. All right. Slide that back up in there. Okay. That's actually a little loose. So, what I may do is put a brace across there from here to here, and then tighten it up by the winding. But that helps right there, just holding it like that. I wish that would hold just like that. And I bet you I could get it to hold like that. Grab a piece of wire. Alright, so at this point, we're going to have to add these to it in order to hold it in place. And I've already bent this one to fit this one down here. So let's go ahead and lift this up. I'm going to hold that in place there. And I bent it, and I can't remember if I think it was this side right here. You got to hold that thing just right in there. Okay, so I bent it over the edge. Like so. We're going to wrap it into here. I need to move this cage a little bit. Right there. We're going to slide this up underneath there. Right. I'm going to line this up back up. I know this is going to be right here. This is the hard part, is actually getting it into place. Now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take it off there. And I need to bend these wires over the edge, right? And you can use pliers and pick a point, you know what I'm saying? You see how tight that is? Now what I need to do is hold that in place and bend these wires over and still hold it tight. Try to avoid gaps. So I got it like that, right? And then this side's gonna flip over this way. Now, what I'm gonna do is hold this in place here and pull this up like so. Let's see here. That's it. So I gotta force this into place, right? Force it into place and bend it at the same time. And I still have to have that come into the cage so I can wrap it. That looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to bring my cage back in. Actually, let me... Yeah, that's pretty good there. Bring the cage back in. It can be something like that. Oop. Something like that. And this is going to slide into here. Moving all over. Something like that. The trickiest part of it, lining these things up. Need little clamps. I'm still gonna probably take cross member across there. Just about ran out of all my 18 gauge, but I found a little piece left. I have to get an idea where these things are going to lay onto there, right? So what I need to do is kind of push that down into place. My cage is all out of whack now. The hardest part. Yeah. Try to do this with two hands. At least I know when it's seated in that dimple there. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to guess at it. And I can see we're about a 1/4 inch up here. So I'm going to make some bends right there. Now, I haven't done this before, so this is just a new thing. It's turning out all right. I didn't think it was going to take this long. All right. Let's go ahead and take that out of there. This is actually going to hook in right there. So we're just going to weave them onto there. If I can. And that's another trick, I guess. Let's go ahead and hold that in place just like that. If I can. Let's work this around here. Oh! Need another pair of pliers. Handy dandy. Now the key is to actually figure out how to do it. Oh, cramp. This is the first one today. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get it around there. I think I'm good with that. I can use these now. At least for a minute. You have to straighten everything back out. Okay. As you can see, it deformed it, so I gotta straighten it back out there. I'm gonna turn this one around here, because yeah, this is actually like that. So let's go ahead and turn this. We'll slide this up a little ways, right there. All right, so this one's going to come over here like this. Slide this into place. Ow! That one poked me. I'm sorry. Way out there. Slide that into place. Slide this into place. What a pain in the ace. Okay. That's got to come over the edge more. Like that. Right? So that's got to go way up in there like that. Hold that in place. Boy, I could sure use a wife right now. But I think that's going to be it. Yeah. Yeah. I said I'm going to have to probably tap that with the hammer. I'm just kind of looking at the gappage. I guess once it's held in place by this upper piece, it won't have that much, and I can still turn it in place more. So let me go ahead and pull this out. And we're going to turn this in. Turn these on. All right. I do want to separate this one over here just to pull it out of the way. I'm going to snip just a little bit of that off. Yeah. I'm just going to use the pliers. Just take your time, work it around. Okay. Look how out of whack that is there. Straighten that up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw that into there and just check it again. Yeah. I can tighten that up a little more too. But yeah, that works. That works. Oh yeah, it's coming together. It's been a pain in the butt, but it's coming together. So, you see where that's at. I gotta fix how it's all bent out right there. So what we're gonna do is straighten it back out. I'm gonna pull this back up into place. Right. Yeah, if you guys haven't been to my, well, actually I have two other channels. If you haven't been to the other one, which is an outdoor channel, we go out creeking looking for geos and stuff, and that is Outdoor Fun. All one word. Only thing is we spell door, D-O-R-R. O-U-T-D-O-R-R-F-U-N. Outdoor Fun. And you'll see all these geodes and stuff that we pick up. Arrowheads. Some of the arrowheads that we picked up. Bottles. Fossils. All kinds of stuff. Alright, now I'm going to do a little shaping here. And drop that sucker into place. Alright. Well, I like it so far. And back it up here. And I got one more coming across the top up here. It's going to hold tight in place. Yeah. Right across the top. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to hold it tight. I'm holding it tight in the bottom, right? Boy, I really need to tighten this up. I thought I was pretty tight, but I guess not. That's all right. We get her tightened up. Maybe I just need to put that cross member in, suck the backside together. So, let's do this. Right here, right across the top, I'm going to center it. And then I'm just going to push down on it. Okay. Now with that, these have to be bent up underneath because they're going to attach to the rail. On the back side there, I slide that into place. Just like so. All right, let's flip it over and take a look and see what we got. All right, so I can't see what's going on here. Let's push this up into place, that into place. Okay, so I know approximately where it's going to be going. I need to straighten some things out here. To include, I will have to bring something across the backside. I'm just trying to straighten things up. These wires take a beating when you're working them. All right, so again, I have to put that on there. It's about right there, and bed my wires out. So let's get this put back in there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is out of whack. That's really what I want right there. You know what? Sorry. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a wire in right here. And come across just to hold that sucker in place. Now this already had this bend in it, so I just got to work with what I got. It's always something. So what I'm going to do is hold it. Just bend this wire over. If I can hold it. I just need one bend over it. I could have just used it by itself, and I want it to come across right there. Right? Straighten that out. Tighten this up. How's that on there? Let's see here. I just back turn it. I gotta squeeze it together and straighten it back out. All right. Something like that. Now this is going to strengthen the whole thing up. Okay. Straighten the wires back up. Wrinkled ass wires. Well, I did a number on it, didn't I? All right. The arms are gone. Did I do that wrong? Did I do that wrong? Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's much better. Much better. Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah. So, let's put that top one on now. Okay, so this slides on just like so. I'll tell you what a pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm going to have to bend this with my pliers. For one, I want it down about right there, and it's not laying in there the way I want it. So we're going to bend it. Give me a little wider. Okay. It's more round. More like that. It's more like that. But the only thing is, these are too long. And I need to get them on the inside, under and on the inside. So let's do something here. I'm going to pull these down. I'm going to probably clip them up on the inside right here. About right there. I'm going to do about the same over here. Clip just a little bit off. Let's put this back in place. Okay. I'm going to slide this back over. And that is about it right there. About right there. I need to flatten that out right here. Everything's so slick. Hands don't want to work. All right, so we're about right there. I'm going to flip my little hook up out of the way here. We're going to attach this side first. What I'm going to do is, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put a hook on it. Something like that. All right. Just going to hook in here. If I can get it in there right. All right. Okay, so we have to pull this out a little bit. Got to get that over it. This is what's going to actually pull it really tight into place. Oh, cramp. Yikes. All right, let's kind of grab that thing. All right. Just trying to manipulate them into a good position here. Nice tight position. That actually worked a little bit. I can't find my hammer. Okay, so I gotta lock it into place. And then tap it out a little bit. There's a wire I gotta fix right there. See that? All right. Now let's go ahead and finish wiring this in. All I'm doing is turning the wires. Straighten things up. This is where you make your adjustments. I mean, if you need to tighten something up, make sure that it's all the way in. This is where you do it. Yeah, that's good and tight. Good and tight. All right. Let's wrap it up, John. This is taking forever. Okay. Let's push that through. You see, you just gotta work the wires. Around and around. This is a long video, huh? Boy, oh boy. That's in there tight now, though. I'm not even done with it. Yeah, there's some gaps here I want to tap out. And tighten these up. Yeah, so let's turn these. These are actually my last ones. Now I'm going to put a little bend at the end. You haven't been paying attention. Just manipulating that wire underneath there so you can grab it. Oh. Yeah, so I'll have a couple videos coming up. Sorry. On outdoor fun, we're gonna go take a look at the creek just to see what it looks like. Got one more wire to go. My shoulder's coming out of socket. Rather painful. Okay, let's turn that in like that. Force it under. Come back around. Do the same thing. I see another one there. Straighten a few things out. And yeah, look at that thing. I still have to make a decision on wrapping the rest of it. Yeah, side view. I bend my little hook back down here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to finish it. There's my hook. All right, let's flip it over. Hope it even turns. All right, I see something. Oh, what am I doing? That's the actual bead wire. But it's less noticeable now. All right, look at that. It turned out nice. I'll have to have the wife make a necklace for it. And I have several of them that have necklaces on them now, so I'll make a little video on everything that I got. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys all have a great day. Have a great weekend too.